And go. It looks like we're live. Your chair's doing funny things.
My chair's
Let's just assume that we're live. Hello.
Hey guys.
Different. But yeah.
We have 3 viewers so far.
In case you missed the announcement earlier, we are still practicing social distancing as seen by the distance between us. Oh wait, this side. The distance between us here. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
just in case it wasn't obvious, this is a video meeting setup. We're using Skype, so that's cool. But yeah, so tonight, as well as that, we have no in-person Thursday night events. Wait, I need to be looking over here because this is.
Yeah, I was going to say you're looking at the wrong camera.
Yeah, I'm still looking at the old camera. Okay, so for now we have no Thursday night in-person community events. And we won't until the government says that, we're allowed to have those again, pretty much. Not because we're paranoid or anything, but more to keep you guys safe, keep you guys healthy. So for now, we're stuck with the online streaming platform. But good thing we started that weeks before this whole thing started anyway. So, yeah. I think I was talking to Sharissa yesterday, day before, and I'm like, we were ahead of the curve. We started live streaming before everybody else did. Sort of. Maybe.
Sort of.
Kind of.
Kind of, not really, but kind of.
Well, we started before everything started closing down. Let's go.
Yeah. Kind of, not really, but kind of.
But yes, anyway.
I'll give you that.
Okay. Well, yeah. You want to talk a little bit, and I'll try and get the stream info ready. For some reason, we can't get the stream info on Facebook. Do you want to introduce the topic for the evening?
It's continuing on from the last 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
I think this is
just
a
few weeks now. Yeah, just talking about different models. This week's a bit more of the, I'd say, unique ones. We're not really going to delve into much about like specs and all that kind of stuff. It's more just talking about letting you know the different models. So, yeah, there's a few quirky little ones in here. There's some that people won't know. There's some that people will know. But I'm pretty sure that's the gist of today's episode.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah. Well, that's what
How you going, John?
Down. Oh, hi, John. It's cool. As well as that, we're not just on Facebook tonight. Tonight we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all at the same time. So if you're on any of those platforms, hi. If you're not, then I have no idea how you're seeing this. You must have hacked either Jakeb or myself. So bad props to you, and tell us where those cybersecurity holes are. But yes. Anyway, I have no idea how to actually add the stream info to the Facebook stream. It's not giving me the options that it usually does. It might be because we're using the multi-streaming platform. Maybe. That's the only thing I can put it down to. I think it sets up the stream a little bit differently. But anyway, it's all right. We'll leave it and we'll just get on with the actual content for the night. So, yeah, you can already see our names and social media nicknames, personal brand names, whatever you want to call them, down the bottom. There you go. Hit us up on those if you want. Or under those for the bottom ones in italics. Otherwise, let's get started. So, I've got the newer models first because most people probably know these already. So we can flick through these pretty quickly. So the first one we've got is your least favorite.
Who's least favorite? My least favorite. There's a few of them I don't like. I know there's at least two. Who's least favorite?
This one?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Why?
I know there's at least two.
Besides the fact that it's non-turbo, that's the main thing I don't like. What do you not like about this one?
Hang on, it turns out we have a bit of an echo? I have one person messaging me saying we have an echo. Do you have a speaker near your microphone?
No.
AKA those other headphones?
They're turned all the way down.
Okay. No. My sister's saying there's a delay and it sounds like a speaker's on. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll keep going. We'll get John.
Oh, apparently
let us know.
You were echoing.
Yeah, it is. I'm echoing?
Yeah.
Huh.
You were
Yeah, it is.
echoing.
Well, that's
But
a new
Green
one
says
for me.
unless it's key banged, it's not interesting. Okay, hang on. Let me check on the other one. But Green says unless it's key banged, it's not interesting. Okay.
I don't know why I'm echoing. My headset's normally good.
Yeah, you are. Like previewing the actual streaming computer,
Mm.
you've got an echo. Like previewing the actual
Is that better?
streaming computer,
Mm.
you've got. I think so.
Just unplugged it, plugged it back in.
Or maybe not. Wait, hang on. I think so. Try again.
Is that better?
Or maybe. Yeah. Wait, I think so.
I
Well,
tried
it is for me.
disconnecting and plugging it back in. Is that better?
Yeah.
So Twitch is less of a delay than Facebook.
I always
That's
thought Twitch
interesting
had
to know.
more of a delay.
So Twitch is less of a delay than Facebook.
I'll put those further away just in case they're doing something. Yeah, I always thought. Oh wait, no, yeah. When we used to do video gaming live streaming, we found that YouTube had more lag than Twitch. Well, I thought Facebook and Twitch were about even. But anyway, it's a brand new platform for at least this show, live stream, whatever you want to call it. Am I pixelated?
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing some weird stuff, man.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me switch this one to mobile data. Yeah.
The internet can't keep
Let me switch
up.
this one to mobile data.
The internet can't keep.
All right, I'm back.
I'm just trying to see if it's any better.
Right.
Can we have a confirmation, John? If it's
Please
sounding better
hold
now?
while we experience technical difficulties again.
Confirmation, John.
Hopefully, it's not as bad as last week, though.
Last week wasn't that bad. Technical difficulties was. Oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah. Last week wasn't that bad. Technical difficulties was. But yeah. So the BRZ. The reason I don't like it is because on the Toyota side, it took the namesake of a very known car, and it kind of just. I don't know. It just didn't really do it for me.
Oh, the 86.
Yeah.
Apparently, you're still echoing.
I'm so confused now. Then I don't know if it's because I have no sound here. The only sound I have is coming through my headset.
I just unplugged the other mic that we're not using, so I don't know if that'll help or not. But then that would make me echo, not you, because you're coming straight through to my earphones. So no idea.
No, but that's what I mean. I might be echoing through the other headset.
Okay.
Because you'd have me coming through twice on your end. You'd have me
No,
coming
that's on
through.
It's on mute.
Yeah. No, that's weird.
Oh well.
Yeah.
If we still
do
have
we
problems,
just keep
somebody let
going?
us
How
know.
bad is it? Yeah, someone let us know if it doesn't get any better. But
Yeah,
I've
these are
done
our
everything
teething
I can
issues
think
for
of.
this format.
Unless I completely disconnect everything. No, these headphones don't pull out there. But yeah, no. So the BRZ, it's a good car. Like, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but like I said, it had a cult following with the 86, and
Yeah.
I just don't feel like it
But that's
stepped
got
up to the
nothing to
plate.
do
Like,
with the BRZ itself then. That's the
well,
Toyota brand.
that's why the BRZ came out.
Yeah.
As far as I knew, it was like a handshake between Toyota and Subaru to like bring back the 86.
Yeah.
Because
Pretty much.
Toyota's been doing that a lot. Like, you got to look at the new Supra, and again, they missed the mark with that as well. If you listen to most of the different people,
Yeah.
so
I didn't particularly like it either. Mostly because it was advertised as a performance car, but there's nothing really performance about it. Like, it came with tiny brakes. It's not turbo. And the other thing too is that Subaru's marketing, like top to bottom, was all-wheel drive, and then it's just like this, and it's like, fine, okay, you're gonna have that. If you're gonna be Subaru, then have an all-wheel drive version of it. Although I don't know how that'll handle because I've never actually driven one, but still, they're fairly
Like, at
cramped
least-
inside too.
having a turbo in it just makes it better. Because, like, you look at one of our customers who comes down, Glam, or Gavin, he had a turboed one, and a lot of people turbocharge them, and they do go all right. Like, I'm not going to say they're the greatest thing. I'm not sure. Has many people dealt with the turboed ones yet? Apart from Glam?
There's a few of them out there. I don't know
there's definitely
many
a few
people personally who have one, though. But
I can't think of any.
But I think Subaru or Toyota, either way, one of the explanations for why it's not turbo or why it's not going to be turbo was that it would then, ruin the balance of the car or something like that?
Yeah.
But surely, like, they could have engineered that from the start. But then again, I guess the original 86 was never turbo or supercharged, was it? Factory? But then again,
no, not that I'm aware of, no.
So I guess in that sense, they are sticking to the true nature of the car.
No, not that I'm aware of, no. It may have been.
In that sense, they are sticking to 4AGZE? Because it was 4AGE. We're getting out of the Subaru field here. 4AGZE?
Yeah, but it's the homage of what it was.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if it did come out supercharged. No, it didn't. It was a 4A.
Yeah, okay.
4A GEU and a 4A
That makes more sense then, but it still just makes me think MX-5. Like, I mean, I know people say they're fun and they're nimble and stuff, but I'm sure people still want more power out of them because I've heard a few people say that.
Yeah.
It's probably the same thing.
Well, that's the thing. So, but yeah, like, they are a good car. And, like, being tight inside, that's still, it's what sports compacts are like. Yeah, most sports compacts are like that. You don't have the big leg room of, like, luxurious space and stuff, so...
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I guess I can see where they're coming from, but it's not what I'd want. Let's just go with that.
Oh, and one of the other things is having the pipe coming from the engine bay into the cabin. That annoys me as well. The sound pipe. There's a pipe that amplifies the engine bay noises.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Because of the sound deadening. Most modern cars are doing it these days. There's that much sound deadening in them that they're trying to create the atmosphere inside the car. Like BMW have
filter for that or something, or is it just like
there would
engine noise into the car?
Oh, it's straight engine noise into the car, but there'd be like some form of like filter or something blocking it a bit.
Yeah,
because like I said, BMW and that do speakers and stuff. So,
yeah. One thing I did notice the very first time I looked in the engine bay of one of these, which was only a few months after they came out, their wheel arches in the engine bay were completely plastic. So, like, instead of having a metal body there, they were just the plastic liners, which I thought, well, if someone's going to retrofit turbo or intercooler piping stuff there, probably the perfect place to do it. So,
yeah, but all they do is put it in front.
Yeah, I wonder if they did that somewhat on purpose or not, though. I don't know.
Probably just price cutting, and if they were going for balance, it could have been just to balance it out a bit more.
Weight saving?
Yeah, like weight distribution and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's a BRZ, the 86.
I think that it does well then. They're cheap, like, for what they are. If you want a cheap sports car, second-hand, they're cheap.
The second-hand market's still stupidly high for those. Like, if you want a cheap sports car, you can get, like... Well, you get P-platers that think they're worth $1 million kind of thing. But yeah, they're very highly priced still for, like, the second-hand market. Like, you can get cheap Japanese cars that... Like, you can get the GTS, the Skylines and that. Oh, brand new. But the issue you still run into is the price factor. The power factor. Like, you can get a cheap Skyline, turboed Skyline that's going to beat it. It's just not going to be as new.
What do we class as the benefits of this car then? Mind you, the Toyota version is much cheaper than the Subaru version because the Subaru only has like their BRZ and then the STI BRZ, which is still non-turbo. That ticks me off. But Toyota have their like stripped down base model version with none of the extra add-ons or anything, don't they? Like no fancy trim, no spoilers, no nothing.
Yeah.
Like no fancy trim, no spoilers.
Actually, fine.
How much up?
Yeah. Actually, fine.
How much up?
I think I made a mistake and I feel like I've muted you. And I can't figure out how to unmute you. I think I made a mistake and I feel like I've muted you. Oh no! Jakeb made a boo-boo. Oh no. Why won't it let me unmute you, Nathan? Oh no, there we go. Yeah, you're back. That was weird.
I think I may have found the source of the echo. What
was the source of the echo?
So it brought up an alert for me. I think the Twitch stream was playing in the background.
Aha! I knew it wasn't me.
No.
It could have been me.
Nah, probably not.
I noticed my camera, the green screen's not too happy. But yeah, so wait, you're looking up the prices of the 86s?
I'm trying to find a dealer. Okay. Queensland. What's the closest? Springwood. Let's buy a car online, people. Buy a car on live stream. If someone could send us like the funds for that, that'd be great.
You know, we did this last week.
You can't buy online. Yeah, not with Toyota though.
Toyota's a pain in the butt.
How do you order a car online?
I don't know. You might not be able to do it through those guys.
Oh, here we go. Buy. 86. Build and price. GT version. Yep. Oh wait, manual. Yep. Okay. Check local stock. Old Mac Toyota at Springwood have one apparently.
Good afternoon, Anthony. It's about time you joined us.
$35,564.
That's cheap.
That's not bad for a brand new sports compact. By comparison, what do you remember? What the BRZ was?
No, I can remember the 6-cylinder Outback was only 50.
Yeah, that's not quite what we're covering right now. Wait, what?
Yeah, but the 50? Fact that it was like 55, yeah.
Oh, here we go. BRZ. Okay, there's a base model BRZ, a BRZ Premium, and a BRZ TS. So tuned by STI, I guess. 38,520. So it's about another $3,000 to buy the base model Subaru.
Yeah. Like, you'd have to sit down and go through all the differences in them because there would definitely be differences.
But not in the running gear, I would imagine.
No, not in running gear, but like trim-wise and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all right, Anthony. I'll forgive you. You sent a funny joke to me before.
Oh, wait, that's interesting. If you load the mobile version of the website or a compact version, because I've just put the two side by side to have a look at them, the base model disappears. Yeah. You can't buy the base model. Oh, there. If you have to click compare models and then it comes up. So if you're going to buy a car, impulse buy one from your phone, click the button. Otherwise, they won't show it to you. That's weird.
Well, if you're going to impulse buy a car from your phone, you're not going to be looking for a base model.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, all right, that's enough of that. So,
yeah, that's enough of the 86 BRZ.
So what's the benefit? Are we going to call that cheap for a new one or not really?
Yeah, I'd say they're cheap for a new one. Well, there's not many cars in that field, I don't feel.
Not anymore, no. The MX-5's still being produced, isn't it?
Well, that's probably the only one that's really a competitor. It's a hardtop MX-5.
Yeah, before you would have had the Celica, which would have been close, but that's been gone for years.
But the Celica was front-wheel drive.
True. That's very true.
So, like,
I guess
rear-wheel drive that it compare BMWs, like
Z4?
base model Beamers.
Z4.
Yeah, the Z4.
That'd be a lot more expensive than an MX-5 or a BRZ, though.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. There's not many cars in its field at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's our next victim?
Your other favourite one. Oh, wait, no, my least favourite one. It's the old, big, lumpy Tribeca. Like,
jeez, I remember when these came out.
Look at that face. Like, who thought that was acceptable and went, oh, yeah, that's cool, we'll sell that?
Hey, it kind of looks like a Hawkeye. Like, with the lights in a different position.
Not really. The Hawkeyes are a lot sleeker and, like, complete looking rather than these big dopey gaps.
But, like, grill-wise. Like, you look at that grill, you see...
Cars. Oh, best cars, sorry.
Old Datsuns. Well, I guess technically speaking, Datsuns are old. So yeah, yes, Datsuns are the best cars. But no, can you see what I'm talking about with the?
Yeah.
See, John can see it. It's like,
it's like have to smack with a stick.
It's like got a smack with a stick in the nose. And the nose like flattened out and just got whooshed.
Yeah. Okay.
Spread out.
Okay.
I can see that. You can see that.
Yeah. But the problem with these...
What kind of Porsches are you looking at it?
The bug eye front kind of looked like a Porsche. A little.
Like, the only good thing I feel like that came... The only good thing I can see coming out of this is the motor, the 3.6. This is where people started realizing that the 3.6, the 6-cylinder Subarus were a thing. Even though they've been a thing. The old ones
had the 3-litre, didn't they?
Yeah, the original ones had the 3. I'm pretty sure, but
then they moved up to the 3.6.
Yeah, but it's the fact that this is the car that people started realizing, like, that Subaru did a 6-cylinder.
Well, the biggest thing that I've noticed is that I haven't met anybody yet who owns a Tribeca who has been like, yeah, I like it. That's not that I can think of anyway.
Yeah, like I'd have to, like, I can remember working on them. They weren't too bad to work on. It's just, yeah, they're just a really, really ugly car. Like, there's nothing you can really do to make that front end look any better.
Nah. Well, okay. The next slide I've got is the newer version.
I'd agree, John. I would just keep hitting it. There's no fixing that. That's even worse, man.
One looks better.
No, that looks like a dopey Forester.
Yeah, I guess.
It looks like a dopey Forester.
I think it looks more like a stretched Outback. Or like an inflated Outback.
Oh no, I'm feeling dopey Forester more. Again, though, with the big nose.
Yeah.
Because it's got like the same front end, but the lights and nose are different.
The big difference, as far as I've been told, and this isn't a racial thing, is that they're made in America as well, not Japan.
Yes, I would agree with you, John. I would agree with you. I would take the second one. Like, if I had to choose between the first
do they still make them now?
It's up to you. I'll let you look it up. I've got pretty much all the other cars covered on my secondary screen.
Yeah.
Because if they stop making them, Palmer, they're going to stop making the motors. And I really like the motors.
Making them. Here we go. Made till 2014.
Oh, that's positive.
Way ahead of you. They stopped.
Well, and there you go. They were built in. No. Just see. You got rid of it too quick. They were built in America. Like, they were manufactured in America. Assembled.
That's what I
like,
said.
completely.
Oh,
That's cool.
Completely. Engine as well.
Oh, it wouldn't be the engine, but like it was assembled
the cars
there.
themselves.
Yeah. Like, they would have got all the parts from Japan to put it together, but it was all
not sold in Japan either.
No. Again, see, like,
Japan don't like big cars like this.
Is it based off? It's based off That'd Explain the Ugly Front End, Nathan.
What's it based off?
Look at the content, the history of it.
This?
It's based off that hideous Saab.
So we can blame Gal for this then.
Yes, we can blame Gal for it all.
So even here, Gal, are you here? We're blaming you for the design of the Subaru Tribeca.
But yeah, like I said, the motors are a good thing. That's about it. So I don't even know what our next bad boy is. What's our next victim?
Let's not look at that anymore. That's enough of that one.
I feel like we're putting Palmer and John through enough trauma.
Hang on. Do we have anything positive to say about the Tribeca?
The motor.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Let's go.
I like the motor.
This is one of your least favorites, then, isn't it?
This one just hurts my head. It just does not make sense to me at all.
In what sense?
We have an all-wheel drive, like, lifted Outback vehicle called the Outback. Why do we need another one?
Well, I'm pretty sure this is like your cross between an Outback and an Impreza, like your Impreza version of an Outback.
But that's what I mean. So, like, what's the point? Because normally you look at the Forester being wait, that actually might work, John.
What?
Taking a Tribeca and a BRZ and putting it together.
So, in that sense,
3.6
then,
litre.
Are we talking putting
actually,
the engine of one in there?
Yeah, I just put the motor of the Tribeca into the BRZ.
Yeah.
I reckon that'd be absolutely mad.
That would be interesting. I don't know how I feel about that.
I reckon it'd skid sick.
I reckon you should do it.
I don't know if it'd fit. Oh, well, if you can fit a turbo on the front of the motor.
Yeah.
The only issues you're going to run into is the mounting point for the gearbox. Because I don't know if the backing plate's the same as the EJs, which the Tribeca 3.6 is based off.
Change gearbox as well then.
Yeah, but will it fit?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the issues.
Because the XV started with the FB series engine, didn't it? I don't think it ever had an EJ.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry, BRZs, yeah.
But yeah, let's get to the XV. My issue with the XV is, if you looked back through like most of the history of Subarus, like the Impreza had the Forester as its lifted variant, and you had the Outback, which was the legacy variant.
There was even the Impreza RV for a little while, so pretty much was an Outback version of an Impreza, because it had the same thing. It was lifted, it had the two-tone body kit, it had the body lift as well. So they pretty much had it already.
Yeah, so I just don't understand.
Made this.
Like, who was asking for it? That's what I don't understand. Like,
they are quite popular though, so people are buying them.
It might be because they were cheaper than Outbacks. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But why did they split the line from the Impreza?
Yeah, true. I just don't know. This car just hurts my head a lot.
Maybe they just wanted to be able to market it differently. As far as I know, though, this was a collaboration between Subaru and Toyota as well. Apparently, there's a lot of Toyota electronics through it. I don't know about other bits and pieces, but at least one person told me that. I'm actually installing stuff in it.
Is that what I'm seeing there? in the
He
comments.
said, I wish they made an XV Turbo.
Which means he might have wanted this body.
Yeah, I talked about that more than once. I actually don't mind the XV, like the look. The stock wheels hurt my head, though.
Yeah, they're not very pretty.
No.
And with what Palmer said, people have put LSs in it, so I was just having a bit of a mind fart moment.
What, in a BRZ?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. I think I have seen that.
Anthony's saying yes. I don't know if I can be friends with him. First he buys a Commodore, now he's saying he likes XVs.
Wait, when did he buy a Commodore?
He owns a Calais, supercharged Calais.
Since when?
I don't know, I got a video of him testing the brakes.
Alright.
So...
So
his mum's got one as well.
But it's just slow. Yeah, okay.
So is it... Anthony, since you've been in one, is it the interior pretty much the same as the Imprezas? Or you're not sure? You should be able to know that.
Yeah, you should.
I feel like Andy. Yeah.
Alright, are we giving this car any positives whatsoever then?
I like the colours it came out in.
Yeah, they were pretty out there.
Because they were just crazy colours, which Subaru hadn't really done since the early club spec days with the crazy yellows. Great rental car. Oh yeah, John's borrowed one. Yeah, his dad drove one. I remember now.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, good rental car because cheap on fuel.
Okay, how are they priced?
So you're not going to scrape it.
Let's see how they're priced. Actually, I just realised I forgot to share tonight's live stream, like the actual live stream again.
That's alright.
Probably do that, eh? Subaru
oh yeah, John, I remember that because all John had was Subarus in his family for a while.
Yeah.
I remember this. Let's see if he bites. He's probably going to bite. Roof rack. Well, they don't come factory with roof racks. They're roof rails from factory, but most Subarus had the roof rails. You just had to get the rack added to it.
Okay, so the base price, at least here in Australia, is $33,631.
Yeah, so see, that's a lot cheaper than the base model
Outback. How much is
the base model? I think was about 45 for the base, 45.50.
How much is a Forester? Okay, Subaru Outback, the cheapest one, $42,241, and the base model Subaru Forester is $39,407. So it's almost $6,000 cheaper.
Yeah,
$5,500 cheaper, pretty much.
But they're still ugly. I don't like them. But no, yeah, then they're not a bad car. They go alright.
I think the main advantage seems to be the price.
Yeah. And that's probably why they do make, like John said, a really good rental car. Because if rental companies can get a heap of them for cheap, yeah, it's going to be a good car.
Well, okay.
Especially because of the height of them.
Comparison then is the Impreza. How much is an Impreza? Okay, so by comparison, a base model Impreza, 26,380.
So it's still an extra like $12,000.
Yeah, so the base model Impreza is actually really cheap then, compared to all the rest of them.
Yeah, but could you imagine owning a base model Impreza?
I learned to drive in a base model Impreza, like a 96 model.
Yeah, but I'd still prefer to learn in the GC8 NA than a modern one, because the motors are just big and extremely underpowered.
In what?
Like modern
in
cars.
The new ones. Yeah,
like the new ones, like they have, because it's all about fuel efficiency and stuff. So you're getting a much heavier car with all the safety equipment with a motor that just doesn't cut it.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, but yeah, I reckon that's enough about the XV.
Right.
It's an alright car. Like, now that we've seen how cheap it is. I'd nearly call it a poor man's Outback.
That bad, huh?
Like, well,
it pretty much is. Well, the Outback, like I said, because the Outback has a difference between the two.
Yeah, but you have the 2.5 motor, whereas I'm pretty sure that'd only be a 2-litre base, if that.
I gotta swap this over.
Yeah, so the base model Outback is definitely a 2.5 litre. Yeah, yours goes alright, Lewis.
I've got to listen to us on this.
I don't know where you're at. All I'm looking at is an Outback.
Alright, yeah, true. There we go. How's that?
Wait, have you got my big headphones on now?
Yeah.
Okay, you realise I don't think that mic works, yeah?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's just picking it up from my phone.
How you going, Jojo?
Oh, hey. Oh, Lewis. Lewis?
Yeah.
Yes, says NA GC8 for the win.
Yeah. Like I said, like, back in the day, they're a lighter car, so you don't need as much power to get them going. That's why WRXs in GC8s are so much fun, because
lightweight.
They're just, lightweight and such a punchy little motor. Rightio, what's our next victim?
This one. Laborg.
Oof. I am much disappointed, but much love.
Okay, explain.
Is my view. Extremely excited for it.
Yeah.
I don't mind the motor setup coming out turbocharged and all that. That's cool. CVT.
Yeah.
Like, it just ruins it. Like,
pretty much the same.
Like, it's such a cool looking car. Like, the name of it, like, if people haven't ever noticed or had someone tell them, it spells grovel backwards. It's gangster. And like I said, it is just the gearbox that lets it down.
Oh, look, here. Joe likes some Palmer says sick homo, and John, you had me until CVT.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
that's how
hearing about them coming out, it's just like, that is going to be such a sick car. It's going to be awesome. And then it's just
not manual ever at all.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, CVT is okay. Like, because the way it's designed, you get on boost and you stay in boost. It's like an automatic. It does the same thing. But when I buy a car, I like enjoying it, feeling it, and all that kind of stuff. And CVT, it's just a very doughy experience from the CVT cars I've driven.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever driven one of these? I have.
No.
Maybe we should go try one.
I don't know if they'd let me. I don't look as welcoming as I used to.
Maybe they'll let me then. I'll pick you up around the corner. Let's
cool
not
work.
Actually do that. I really like the look of it, eh?
Yeah, it's such a... Like, seeing them on road, it is such a nice looking car.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've seen any with that wheel setup, because those wheels look cool.
Well, this is the new model. The newest model.
And just the fact that...
John says CVT is a soul-crushing device.
Yes,
and
it is.
Palmer says just LS swap it. You'd be right.
But the problem with LS swapping a Palmer is the CVT is still going to be there.
Swap the transmission as well. I expect to see this on Mighty Car Mods in like 20 years' time.
Just one day they just get a Lavorg. Let's fix what Subaru should have done.
Yeah.
But it was just a soul crusher for me. Like I was so excited for them to come out, and then as soon as I noticed that they were CVT, it's just like,
I'm out.
How can you do this to me?
Yeah.
So,
what was the point of the 1.6 litre and the 2 litre engines?
What do you mean?
Well, it comes out in 1.6 turbo and 2 litre turbo.
Capacity?
Yeah, I know, but they've never done a 1.6 litre turbo engine before now. Like in Australian delivered models, anyway.
It's probably more of a fuel efficiency motor.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Because
I can see that.
when the Vogue came out is when they started doing all the we got to make cars more efficient kind of thing. And that's, the Lavorg was just after the FAs and all that started coming out.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, yeah, we love it, but we hate it. Should we move on?
Yeah, we'll move on. Let's see what we got next.
All right, next we're going old school. So we're going right back to the start. Ready? Set. Hey.
Oof. Race car for days, man.
You know Subaru did an ad with one of these in it?
Jeez, it would have been a long ad.
Few years.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
All the different models of Subaru driving onto a truck, and then the truck was like a car wash, and then at the end was supposed to be the end result of all the models that went in. I think there was that. There was a 22B. I forget what else there was. But do you know what was disappointing? Do you know what
didn't have my
came
favorite
out the other end? Huh?
What? What came in at the other end?
Let's see if it, not that one. That one.
Which one?
That
Oh,
one.
God. Oh,
That's
God.
what they were claiming was like the accumulation of all of the Subaru history.
That's terrible. That hurts my head so much. Yeah, no, so the 360, man, like, if people don't know it, it's pretty much the original Subaru. Like, yeah, it's the little keycar things. What is it? It says straight twin motor. They came out with a 360cc motor, hence the 360, and then they eventually went up to a big block 430cc, which really isn't that big. But these did survive. How long did they survive for? These were in production from 58 to 71.
Really?
Is there a way you can... I'll probably just link it in the
description.
Just link it in the comments, I'd say. Oh, it was for when the RS40 came out.
What's that?
Is that when it was? I think that's what Anthony just said. Oh, no. Yeah, no, he was wrong. It was the XV.
Yeah, it was an XV. Well, here. You should be able to see it on your screen at least.
Oh, no, I can't.
Okay.
Just wait, Anthony. I got your back, bro. Wait, the van 360? Or
360
one of the
van?
next cars? Yes.
Yeah, I think I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, so I feel like we'll wait a little bit. Just, Anthony, just hold on to your panties. All right? I'm just going to watch that video later, Seto. That's hurting my head how laggy it is.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It's just so stuttery doing it over screen share.
Yep.
But yeah, so
Right.
the homage, this was Subaru's original key car. So you can't go wrong. And yeah. So the next car is going to be. This is. I'm assuming. I'm trying to guess.
It's not in chronological.
Oh, it's not what I thought it was. Okay, you talk about this car. You crushed my hopes.
Why? What did you think it was going to be?
Well, I was hoping we would go from the 360 to the. But it's all right. We'll talk about that after.
I saved that towards the end.
Okay, cool.
Because I wanted to go down and then come back up again. I wanted to end on a good note. So, yeah.
So the Leone is an L series. These are old.
I don't really understand these models. I was trying to look at the list and get my head around them. This is not something that we ever really touched or worked with. So, yeah.
You miss one, though. The 1600s, because they weren't technically L series, were they?
They were and they weren't, apparently. It was listed as an L series when I was looking through the photos.
Yeah, because L series,
none of these photos this week are ours, so I apologise if anyone wants to claim copyright. You can take all the money that we don't make on this, because we're giving away this info for free.
Like, the L series are cool. There's not much that, like, the all-wheel drive and all that is, but most of these were all carbureted things, and, like, they still were all drive, but were they front wheel or all wheel?
Actually, good question. There were a lot of all-wheel.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was any front wheel now that I think about it. I don't know enough about these ones.
Yeah.
Pretty much, like, this week is pretty much all the models that we never had.
Yeah, but things we know about that we thought were cool. Like, we got a friend who's got one of these that he's dumping a 10-second drag car motor into. 10-second Subaru drag motor into. And it's going to be his daily, just because he can.
Yep.
Because why not? So, like, even at the stage where he's making sure he gets all the creature comforts with the AC and everything. So, and you're not going to be able to tell either because he's hiding it really well. I'm not going to name any names, but when it comes out, you'll know.
Don't give away too much info.
No. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, you will know.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know much about these. I think there was a factory turbo one, wasn't there?
Yes. It was the original XTs.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were originally
Actually,
the XT.
I did have a photo of that somewhere. I don't know where it is now.
Well, there has been one for sale for a while up here in Queensland, so I don't know if it's still for sale, but yeah, it'd be interesting because I don't even know the kind of turbo setup they had, whether it was injected still or not, or just a carbureted setup.
I think they were carby.
They're all-wheel drive, and you can change from two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive.
There you go. Someone on the Gold Coast has a WH drivetrain swapped Leone sedan. That's cool.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been easy. Because, the hubs and all that are completely different.
Yeah.
Because it's...
the same as WX swapping a Brumby.
Yeah. And I feel like the next car... I have no idea which order you've put these in, so I'm taking gambles. Like, I feel like the next car is going to be the... Okay, yep, see, I wasn't even going to pick that. I was going to call something else.
Oh, I just thought that because I mentioned it and then you started talking about guessing the next car.
No, yeah, so it's like the Brumbies, because the Brumbies had the handbrake on the front as well. So it was...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because one day when...
I feel like I should have known that.
Adam was down.
Yeah.
We were talking about it, joking about making it rear-wheel drive and keeping the handbrake on the front, just instant burnout car. Yeah, you would have had to definitely have mod plated it, Justin. Because, it's not... Like, with the Brumbies, it's not an easy feat. Brumbies, you got to notch subframes and everything to get the motor to fit. Ooh. So... But I don't think he's watching right now, but I just want to make it known that I was right and one of our hecklers from the other night was wrong about the Brumby, about the Brat, the back seats.
Okay,
were saying that-
let's cover that again first. So here in Australia it was Brumby.
Yeah.
America was the Brat. Everywhere else in the world was the Brat as well.
Oh no, there's
Okay.
some weird names for it. You've got the
Oh, yeah,
Subaru
yeah. Go through
284.
those.
You got the Brumby, which Australia, you had the Shifter, the MV, and the Targa, which would be because they came out Targa top as well as solid roof. But
Do you want to explain
Yeah.
the reason for the Brat too?
yeah, the Brat came into America. Which part do you want me to explain? Like it's a redesign of the Leone, so it's a Ute version of the Leone. It appears that this wasn't. Oh no, it was assembled in Japan, but it never was released in Japan. So it was never officially sold there. So this was actually a Subaru that the Japanese used to grey import back into Japan. So if you ever see like a JDM Brat or Brumby, it's actually technically an import because Japan never got them. The back seats. So in Australia, obviously, we never got the rear seats because there is no way ADR would approve. Like no way.
No.
But in America,
If you're in a crash with that, you're gone.
yeah, in America, like this comes down to a bit of an argument I had with a heckler last week. They put an extra 2 seats and carpeted the back to get past a big tariff, like a tax, and they put the 2 seats in the back so they could call it a passenger vehicle instead of a utility or light truck. Because if it didn't have the 2 seats in the back, it would have been classified as a light truck and incurred a huge 25% tax, whereas being a passenger car, it only copped 2.5% charge. So, but obviously they discontinued it pretty quickly.
I wonder why.
That they stopped importing in, like they stopped making it in America or importing it to America in 1987. But the choice to get the rear seats was removed in 85. So it was a very short-lived fun style, but nah, it wasn't meant to be. But
No.
yeah, and then again, like it was the successor to the Baja, which we spoke about last time.
No, predecessor to.
Yeah, so the Baja, again, like we said before, was only built in Japan. Only built in America for America, and it was only released in America.
I didn't
Sorry,
actually
not
cover
much.
that model this time again. Because
Yeah,
it
no,
covered
like-
it pretty well with the Gen 3 Liberties and Gen 2 Outbacks.
Yeah,
All right.
but
You want to move on to the next one? Oh,
Yeah,
look,
we'll see
Joel
what we
likes
got
the
next.
Brumbies.
yeah, Brumby's good.
Right, this
we've
is
got a
probably
fair
more
few
what you
friends
were
with the
expecting.
Rexes. Let's see.
Vortex.
Yeah. So the Vortex would have been.
It looks so space age.
It is a very cool looking car, though. Like, the Vortex did come out turbo as well. But yeah, like I said, so these, I'm pretty sure. So they were called an XT or an XT6.
Yes.
What? They had a 6-cylinder?
There was a 6-cylinder.
I've never heard of.
Yep. I thought you knew that.
A 2.7 litre 6-cylinder.
We have a customer who's got a Vortex, who's been
Yes.
building it up as a rally car for years. He was actually the real estate agent that got us into our first workshop. So that was really cool. I have no idea where he's up to with it, though. Just over the years, he's come looking for bits and pieces and, updated me on where he's up to and stuff. It's been an interesting process.
That's interesting. It was released in America before it was released in Japan.
Yeah, that's odd.
Like, it was launched in February in America, and then it only debuted in June in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is known as, in America, it's the Alcone.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so.
Alcone?
No idea.
Which was Japan and America. In Australia and New Zealand, we called it the Vortex. But yeah,
Here's the back
it's a
end of
cool looking car. Yeah, like, I can remember seeing my first one of these at a meet, and I was so happy. Who put wheels on the doorstop? Hey. This was the original...
That's a good point.
It's a Tesla thing, the Cyber truck or whatever. They stole the idea off this.
Good point. That photo that you included of the Vortex, that's probably one of the best looking Vortexes I've seen.
Which one?
This one.
Oh yeah, dude. Like,
that is cool.
It's actually dope.
Again, it's not a car that I'd own, but that looks cool.
Yeah, the issue would be, like, it's a car, because I like unique square body kind of cars. So, like, it does really tickle my fancy. Yeah. But my only issue is the fact that it'd be near impossible to find parts. Like, it would be impossible to find parts. So, which really definitely sucks.
That brings us to our next car, which is in the same boat, which would be really, really hard to find parts for.
I so would own it, though, if I know what you're going for. Straight up. Oh, and look at this perfect timing. Look who just commented as we go to the next
Spencer.
car. He did own one, our friend Alex Spencer. He actually, it was mechanical Stigs. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, it was originally mechanical Stigs car.
Yeah.
So it definitely looked a bit better when Benny owned it. But it had been many years in between Benny owning it and Alex owning it. But yeah, this thing was cool. Like, these came out with the big old 3.3 litre 6-cylinder. Only downside, really, the fact it was automatic. Oh, it does not look like a combo. Don't say that.
The front end kind of does. The headlights and grille.
Yeah, I'd say more. Well, the thing most people like in the front too is like Silvia's. Because the Silvia front bars can fit on, like the S13s and that. It's pretty much a straight bolt-on for the S13 bars.
That's weird.
But yeah, these things were cool. Like the SVX.
These only came in 6-cylinder, right?
Yeah, they only were the 6-cylinder. That's all they had.
EG33, so 3.3 litre.
Oh yeah, the big old torque monster.
Did anyone confirm? Did these have an R180 rear diff as well? Or am I thinking something else?
No, I confirmed that it didn't.
Oh, okay, right. What was it that did come with the R180? There was something old that came with an R180, wasn't there?
Yeah. Looks like a van. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Lexan, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Lexan.
Which is a VN.
Yeah. But the grille was different in a Lexan. I think the VN, like the Commodore grille, looked closer to that. I gotta Google this.
But, like, pulling up what James has said, like, the Vortexes and SVXs, like, the SVX's price has gone up something chronic. If you can find a clean one, which is really hard. And, like, you can see in the photo, like, there is so much glass on them. It is just absolutely ridiculous. But,
this is the one
John,
that
they're
I was
a
thinking.
very odd-looking car. Yeah.
Oh, wait, not VN, VP.
Oh, VP. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's it to a T.
Like, the interior of these were, like, space age. It was cool inside them.
The glass was weird. Oh, Palmer just mentioned too much glass.
Yeah, that's one of the big fears. Like, could you imagine getting caught in a hailstorm with one of these?
Yeah, and
Like,
then having
no.
to replace that glass. Good luck.
Yeah, but like these are, I'm not going to say easy to, but it is a like feasible thing to change out the gearbox and manual convert them, because that's what Alex's and Benny's one was. Reading this, they make a decent amount of power too, eh?
How much?
They made 172 kilowatts. I'm assuming it'd be at the fly. And 309 newton meters of torque. Which, for a, what is it, like 80 something, 89?
Yeah.
Were they? Oh, 91, sorry. So for like a 91 model
89
car.
model as well?
Not
Did they not
according
go back
to
that
the
far?
most reliable place, no.
James said doesn't have the power steering rack dramas that the BP and BNs had. Oh, and this guy, I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry, says that Andy Forrest's GC8 is running a built EG33.
Yeah,
Even before
lots
the
of
GTR
people are
box, it was
running.
mental.
Yeah, lots of people are running the EG33s because they, as far as I know, they share the piston and piston rods of a WRX.
EJ25?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the best person to ask this is going to be Alex.
non-interference.
Yeah. So
I didn't know
that could be why Andy's running it, because he can be really aggressive with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got Andy Forrest. We've got another one of our mates. Doesn't Anthony, the dude from Car Mods, run an EG33? I'm pretty sure.
Gareth
30
said same
pound?
pistons and rods as an EJ22.
Yeah. So that's the thing. You're going to be able to find forged internals a lot simpler than any other six-cylinder. Like, you can now find pistons and all that for... But the thing is, even if they are open deck, Justin, you can close deck them pretty simply. Huh?
Anthony's from JRM, not Car Mods. And Spencer says, fun fact, they're actually not. They're not what? Oh, pistons or rods are a couple of mils smaller. James said his old man did a few days around Lakeside back when they were new.
See you later,
His words
Palmer.
wallowed along, but were really good thing once you kept the momentum. That makes sense.
Okay, so it's from JRM. I just know him from when I used to always go to Car Mods, and he was always there.
That was ages ago.
Yeah, it's been a while, because that thing's been in the build for a while. I don't even know what turbos he ended up running. Last time I spoke to him, he was running twin turbo TDO 5s or something, and then they were too small, so he went bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 33 is a very good base, and again, not many people knew about the six-cylinder variants of Subarus during this time. But yeah,
I did not expect this much discussion around the SVX.
Oh, the SVX is a very cool car. Like, one of the issues like Alex ran into, so he's running TDO 6s now. Like when Alex had this car, one of the issues he ran into was trying to find a radiator for it. His radiator died.
Yeah.
He had to get pretty sure it was one from
Custom-made
PWR, which wasn't cheap, and then the fan shroud didn't fit properly, and it was just a big old headache. But again, that's what happens when you get rarer cars.
Yeah.
It's just really hard to keep them together. But like I said, I love these cars. Like this and the Vortex are just such cool, unique cars that you don't see. Like if you have a clean one of these and go to a car meet, people are going to be gawking. Even if it's slow, because they don't know what it is. So it's like it reminds me of that Toyota, I forget what it is. It's like a Corolla kind of thing that has a full glass roof as well.
Yeah. James said, thank you for talking about the classics. We've got more.
I love the classics. There's still a few. Yeah, there you go. Spencer's bloody radiator. It was not cheap.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it looked cool, don't get me wrong. Like, it looks sick. Big old PWR intercooler. Not even in a PWR radiator.
Radiator.
But, rightio, so I reckon we
Next
jump from
car?
this one then. We'll go for the next
Alright.
car. Let's see which one you hit me with. Oof, here you go. This one's
This was the
fanned.
one that you were talking about before.
Yeah, these are cool.
The van version of the 360.
Well, I'm hoping this is what Anthony was talking about. Yeah, that's the one. The Sierra. The Toyota Sierra. Like, that's what the SVX reminds me of, but just more gangster. Alright, see you later, Gareth. Thanks for joining in, man.
Bye, Gareth. Wait, okay, so Richard mentioned the Toyota Sierra. Which one's that?
You'll see.
Whoa.
Yeah, the sandbars are cool.
I don't see many of these. All the sandbars
Oh,
are Sierra. Although we don't see many sandbars
I
over here.
really don't think you're going to fit an EJ in there, Anthony. Like, they are tiny. The,
Palmer, well, John says that Palmer says he stopped watching at the wrong time when he's seen that on the screen.
yeah. Oh, wait. It depends. Did you keep one of the kits that I left
Which one?
of the sandbar?
Wait, okay, these are the fairly basic looking ones.
Yeah,
These are the more interesting ones.
And then you have the cool variants. So, as you can see, they weren't a big car.
Oh, wait, sorry. No, that was for size comparison.
Yeah,
'cause
size
they're
comparison,
tiny.
very small.
And then that was the cool ones.
You get the full blown V-dub spec'd out ones, which is gangster. And they were used as fire trucks.
Someone imported one of the fire trucks over here, didn't they?
Yeah, it was sitting at Motorman for years.
Yeah.
Wait, did you get... Please tell me you saved the STI variant one as well. Because I swear I had a photo of an STI one.
I don't think I did.
But yeah, so like, there was one of these sitting at Motorman. If you know, near us, there's a import yard. But yeah, the fire truck was sitting there for years. Like, it's such a rare looking car. And it's just adorable to look at.
Were you talking about...
You might have to watch it again next time, Spencer.
Were you talking
Thanks
about
for joining
this
in.
photo?
Talk to you later, man. No. There was a... It should be in with the sandbars. Not in with the Fioris. Oh, I didn't save it. It didn't save. Bugger.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Oh, well, next time.
Yeah, next time we'll show you.
Ooh, congratulations! You've received
the
100 messages today with Restream. Thanks, guys.
Which green one, Anthony? Now you got me curious.
Palmer says don't need one when you got a real combi. Oh,
Yeah,
Spencer's going. Bye, Spencer. Yeah. And James says we might fit an EJ in there sideways. I don't even know if it fit then.
But no, I kind of feel like you got to look up the STI one, Seto.
Right.
But another funny, helpful thing as well. There, if you look up, I forget what it was called. There's a sandbar burnout car. So,
which one of these photos am I looking for or looking at?
Pretty much any of those, like the truck version.
I'm just going to go with the first one.
Yeah, that'll work.
We're not set up for this, though, with this setup.
Oh, okay, don't worry then. We might have to just
hang
post
on.
it in the chat later.
I think I can do it, but we might disappear for a second. Where are we? What happened now?
Someone saying, "Mum, can we get a combi at home?" Which is oh
Samuel.
wow, Anthony, that is absolutely dope.
What'd you get sent?
Okay, guys. If you type in bag Subaru sandbar into Google, it is beautiful.
If you type in what?
Bagged Subaru sandbar. I had
Hang
never
on.
seen that car before, Anthony. That is amazing.
We're going to go silent for a second, but I will show the STI looking sandbar truck. Ready? Bye. But yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, no, I agree, Anthony. Looking at that car, that is absolutely amazing.
John says put the EJ on the roof. You tipped the car then.
Well, the thing is, if we get one of the Utes, you could probably do it. There are so many cool looking sandbars and stuff. Like the sandbar, just anything is possible with it. Like they use them for everything, which is just so cool. What is that?
They're still making new sandbars. They don't look like this anymore.
Yeah, the new sandbars are they pretty much became the typical key car kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, shall we move on to the last one then, which is the actual key car?
Which is, yes, my
Yes, your personal favorite. Ready?
Yes. Yeah, let's hit it.
Might help if I hit the right keyboard. I don't know why this has so many names. Do you have the list of names there that you were reading to me before?
This is, yeah, I've got all of them. This is my favorite car. Like, if I were to import any car, it would be a Subaru Rex. Just look at them. They're adorable.
I'm just going to skip straight to the next one.
Yeah, go to the next one so it makes a bit more sense. Yeah. So these guys are called, there are so many names. You got the Subaru 500, 600, 700, obviously motor sizes. You've got the Subaru Fiore. You got the Subaru Ace. These were the M60, M70, and M80s. The Mini Jumbo. Sup, Sheldon?
Justy. Oh yeah, of course. Justin, favorite name for the car would be Justy.
That's cool. that makes sense.
Yeah.
You got the Vicky, you got the Sherpa, and you got the Rex. Like,
Could they just not make up their mind, or what?
You just need they needed all the names.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. The reason I like these things so much is just the fact that they came out supercharged all-wheel drive, and they're just cute and adorable.
Yeah.
It's like
what was
if
the
anyone
engine capacity in the turbo one? Was it 1 or 1.3? 1.1?
No, you wish.
600, 660.
They were like 550 and 660. So it either came out 550 or 660.
Anthony says we need to bring 2 over.
Dude, I would love to bring them over. Like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be on the import thing soon. Like, they have to. But they are just so cool. Like, yes, people are gonna.
Now would be pretty hard, wouldn't it?
Yes, definitely. Like, I've been looking online for the auctions in Japan whenever I remember the websites, and yeah, there's not many of them anymore, which sucks. But I guess like I could just get a mirror because I've had one, but the difference is like when you have, I probably should have got the photo because everyone sees these kind of cars and go, oh, they're all the same. When you have a Sherpa parked next to a mirror, that they are completely different. Like, you can't get them mixed up once you know what they are. Like, just the lines of the cars are different. Because we had a customer that used to come down to the shop who had a Sherpa, and I had my mirror at the time. And yeah, once you parked them up, they were completely different. Yeah, dude, James, it'd be awesome if we got the Charge version over here. It's just ridiculous.
Did we mention that they were all-wheel drive?
Yeah.
The turbo ones? Turbo and supercharged ones?
Of course I mentioned that they were all-wheel drive.
Cool. So where do we get
You
one?
can't have them. Oh, that's another name I forgot. You also had the Singet, which was in Ireland.
Okay.
I don't know, the Irish are weird, man. We just accept it.
It sounds like this model in general was pretty weird with all the different names, so...
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm looking...
We'll let them
if you look on Wikipedia, they have one called... There was also a free wind model, like a Yun Q, which looks like a Euro face.
Yeah.
Like it's got 4 round headlights.
Like Casablanca.
Not as Casablanca as a Casablanca, no.
Okay.
Like it actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
But and in saying that, I like the Casablanca, so don't talk smack about the Casablanca.
Yeah, you can keep that.
But these ended up becoming like this model didn't actually completely fade out. So I don't know if you added this to the list or not, but these came out like these were the predecessor for the Vivio, which is a turboed all-wheel drive model. Oh, whoa. My computer's doing weird stuff.
I pretty much just stuck to stuff that we've seen in Australia.
Yeah. But
except for the 360 and the Brat.
Yeah, the Vivio is just your newer version. So it does pretty much the same kind of thing, but just newer.
They have a turbo version?
Yeah, turboed. I'm pretty sure they were turboed. Because that was one Alex made me look up. And I'm like, this sounds a lot like the Rex.
It really does look like a Daihatsu.
Yeah, and like I said, so this was, if you were to look up Subaru Vivio, that's the next generation of the Rex and that. Oh, which is, if anyone's in the 3P group chat, which probably not many of you are, that's the car Rohan sent today. And we agreed would look great for Bowden.
Oh, is that what that was?
That's what it is. So, like, if you look on the Wikipedia, the top car, man.
The Wikipedia.
The fancy Wikipedia. Yeah, so these were... Oh, no, they were supercharged, not turboed, sorry.
That's still high performance-ish.
But yeah, it's still a performance motor. I'm so glad people can't see that shadow.
Why?
We talk so much. Yeah, lots of random. So the supercharged version created like 63 kilowatts. which isn't a lot. But that's what it is.
For the weight, because it weighs next to nothing.
Yeah. Weighing next to nothing just make it so much fun.
Yes, James, sorry, we did talk about the Brat earlier. You can watch the replay afterwards. Yeah. Anyway, that's actually all the models I've got, because I think that's about all we see in Australia.
Wait, who asked about the Brat?
James.
Oh, I'm sorry, James. But yeah, no,
replay.
It'll be in the replay, or once we get the chance to like edit the videos, I'll make sure that I have it together, because the Brat and the Brumby is one of my favorite cars as well. I do like a lot of Subarus. For someone who says they hate Subaru, I kind of like them.
Yeah, I think you said you like more of them than I do.
Well, it's adorable, man. Like, if anyone saw me in my mirror and understood why I like my mirror,
Yeah.
It's just the meme of having a dude my size getting out of one of those kind of cars.
I
Could you
drove past
imagine?
one today. It was a red one, like yours was too.
Don't say that. I miss
Sorry.
mine so much. But could you imagine how much more of a meme it'd be seeing a big dude like me driving one that has a supercharger that actually goes kind of quick?
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
It'd just set it off. Like, you would not be able to stop laughing the entire time. So,
I remember. It was cool.
well, that just
Anyway.
really hurt my head because looking at the video, I saw a bit. Turns out the suspension setup was inspired by the Legacy.
That's weird. That's nah.
Yeah,
Big-
that just hurt my head a lot.
Like family car down to key car.
But yeah, no.
What?
So the things people need to look up that we didn't include are, like I said, we need to have people look up bag Subaru Sandbar because it looks cool.
Yep.
Because damn, that's something that Anthony brought up that I didn't get to get photos of, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm putting these in the comments. So what else?
Yeah. The Subaru Vivio, just so people get to see what became of the Rex.
Yeah.
And what else can you think? Just Sandbar. Pretty much if you just Google Subaru Sandbar and just look at the images, you will have hours of pleasure of just smiling at how crazy
Seeing all the
Subaru
weird stuff
are.
that people have done with them.
Yeah. The only other thing I can think of is this is completely off topic, but kind of
We
on
haven't done a
topic.
lot of that tonight.
Yeah, I know. And somehow we've still been able to talk for a very long time.
Hour and a half almost.
Yeah. So this one's going to be a bit of a throw for six, because this is something I've come across whilst we were looking for random cars in Japan for Subaru, is the Mazda Road Pacer.
Mazda Road. One word? Or
Yeah.
two?
One word.
Okay.
It's
I'll add that to the comments.
a 13B in I believe it's a HQ, like an old Holden shell. Yeah,
Okay.
like
Yeah, that's
the
completely
Japanese.
left field.
Yeah, the Japanese do some weird stuff.
You're
Like-
not wrong.
The fact that there's a rotary bus, well, was a rotary bus. Like,
Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know, the same person who thought putting a NA carbureted 13B into a Holden was a good idea.
James said that thing would be flat out moving.
Oh, sorry, it's a HJ. Thanks, Ant. But yeah, like,
It was a taxi.
yeah, like and like the bus. Like, if you look up the bus, it was around for like 2 or 3 years, the rotary bus.
Oh gosh.
And it's like, I wonder why it's a 13B turbo. It's going to chew fuel and like, just no. But yeah, so I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's like trip down,
Memory lane.
I don't know, memory lane, education.
Well, we covered the new ones first, which everyone is seeing everywhere on the roads anyway, more than likely. And then was trip down memory lane. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. I don't have any more models listed to go through. I can't think of anything else that's really worth
Don't
mentioning.
tempt me, man. I'll think of some weird things.
Mm,
I'm pretty
Yeah,
good.
nah. We'll leave it.
Oh.
And I don't think we'll come back to Subaru models for a while now. 'Cause
Yeah, I think we've
there's been a
covered
lot.
a fair bit.
Just a bit. Freak show is accurate. Thanks, John.
Wait, the car or me?
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
I think I really hope he's talking about the HJ. Because I feel bad if he's talking about me.
I don't think he's talking about you.
Well, you know
Anyway,
the good,
right.
the positive, John. Before we go, I'm going to be able to game with you straight away after this. No waiting to get home.
Because you're at home already.
Because I'm going to do it. Just quickly, just sneak it in.
What?
Is like I'm actually in my bedroom, guys. Just so you're aware. I made my bed.
For the record, I'm not. I'm actually down here at 3P. Well,
yeah, I'm not grabbing my camera.
Somehow got that to rotate. Anyway.
But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know we can game if you're still awake and want to game with me. Maybe.
Oh gosh, I ruined my shot.
Oh wow. But yeah. So hopefully this kind of worked. And actually, before we go, John, did we figure out the echo? Like, did the echo go away? Just so we can know.
I'm pretty sure
for
it did when I
next
killed
week's
the
stream.
Twitch stream.
Sweet. Okay, thanks for that, man.
My bad. I'm sorry. We're still teething a little bit.
But yeah, as long as we know that we can make it work if one of us are dying and stuff.
Well, currently neither of us are dying.
No. But we just...
So that's alright.
Just social distancing. I'm just more nervous than anything.
That's fair. James's mind is blown because he thought you were actually in a car park.
Oh, dude, do you want me to blow your mind? Look, I'm in an office now. Now some trippy stuff. Sorry. I don't know. I enjoy. Yeah, the Kung Flu Man. I'm not too keen on it. So let's just go to like.
Come back from overseas.
No, I'm just gonna brick myself in. It's all
good. That's a dad joke. That's such a dad joke.
This is terrible. I can literally put any photo behind me that I want, so it's great.
All right, cool. Let's call it done. Okay. So we'll probably be doing this again next week like this, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Unless the world somehow mysteriously gets better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not actually that bad. Well, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it was that bad. Feedback, if anyone thinks it's that bad, let us know and we'll have to change stuff. But yeah, I don't feel like it went that badly.
Yeah, I think it went alright.
Watching and commenting.
Yeah, thanks for commenting, guys. It was actually really fun. And it's really... The one thing I enjoy about this is the fact that I'm at home with my computer setup and I have a big 32-inch monitor sitting here that I'm watching all the comments on. So I'm not missing out on picking up on anything. So
I technically have 4 screens in front of me to make this work.
Oh, wow. Anthony's true.
A laptop and my phone.
Seto, we're going to have to keep talking.
He did. That's enough. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's definitely... What?
You're overseas again.
Oh, hang on. Oh, Anthony, send me a cool photo of your car that I can put in the background, and it can be next week's background of my stream.
And dragons.
I don't think I have any dragon photos. I'm sorry. Radio. All right, thanks for that, guys. I don't have any
dragons here either, but yeah. Join us again next week, 8:30 p.m. ish. We were 5 minutes late today. But yeah, come join us. Come tackle us. Comment. Feedback is welcome. The big thing that's really good about this is that we can sort of stay social without actually being physically social. So we still maintain social distancing, but we can still communicate with all of you.
Physical, so.
Yeah, that came out wrong.
That definitely came out wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to just say goodnight.
We're just going to leave
everybody
now. So, like, follow, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Green screen.
Bye.